First of all, welcome to the Jennifer Hudson Show.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you. They look great out there.
It's, because it's the happy place and it's all about love.
That's it.
That is for sure.
That's it.
Oh, tell me about your co-star.
She's lovely, and she sends her best to you, by the way. I love her to death. I would not change anything about her. I've never seen anybody step into this and be willing to learn and grow and excel so quickly. The only thing she does that annoys me is every time...
Sound like a real married couple.
Every time we have a break, she's like on a ski lift. Look.
She's adventurous.
She's out of her mind is what she is.
Have you ever done anything like
No!
this? So she didn't get you to do any of it?
If there's too many cars at the grocery store, I'm going home. But she's always doing something dangerous. I'm like, we have a TV show, right? Please, can you get back in here, please? But she makes me nervous. But I love working with her. Barry Shabaka, I think, as Uncle Tunde, has brought the soul of that show and connected us and made it okay for us to connect by welcoming me to the family. And they've been a lovely group of people. And of course, Gina Yashere keeps the authenticity of the Nigerian side of that show. And I think we did something. I think we did something that's going to live on longer than we realized. I think we made an impact, and I'm very proud of that.
You should be.
Thank you.
I believe that. You're just doing great things left and right. Because you got your big break with the show Mike and Molly with Melissa McCarthy.
I did. Thank you. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you. Yes.
What was it like working with her?
She is like my sister, and she was tremendous, man. You never knew what she was going to do. And I didn't ever want to know so that I could react organically. And she was just, she's like a tornado to work with in the best way. And she also, with her, I learned to be in those, I knew how to be funny because I'm a comic, but I needed to work on those intimate moments when you're in those romantic scenes. And because I trusted her so much, we were able to bring that chemistry in because we trusted each other.
Right.
And what was great was I was able to, in turn, pass that forward to Falake for our show.
I was going to ask that.
And build all of that on trust, because when you have trust, creativity flourishes. And we got to do that. And it was just wonderful.
That's like an acting class, master class 101. Now with Falake, because where is she from again?
She is from Nigeria, but through England by way of New York. So this one has traveled the world. She's every time I call her, she's like, I'm taking a midnight flight to New York. Can you just stay home and rest like the rest of us, please? But she's very adventurous. She's always wanting to experience new things, and she really brought that enthusiasm to the show.
Right.
So she was really, we were always able to talk about it and find it, and that's my favorite part of that show.
Love that. I was going to ask, did you get to learn a lot about her culture by working with her?
I have learned to eat some hot food.
I did too, because she brought me a plate. But it was good food.
All the time. But no, I've learned a lot of other beautiful things about the Nigerian culture. I've learned their greetings and the way that they show respect when they meet each other, how important the family dynamic is and the elders of the family, the work ethic. You must be working all the time. But I've learned all those things, and what it really shows you is, look, we're all the same all over the world, man.
Right.
If you're a normal person, all you really want is someone to love, something to eat, and somewhere to live. And if we start with that, we're going to be okay. But if you're walking around angry and hating people, you've made some bad choices. You can go and die alone. That's just it.
You are speaking today. Yes. And it's coming up on 3 years since your life changed.
Yes, ma'am.
You look amazing.
I lost 170 pounds.
Congratulations.
Hi, man.
That's awesome.
The fat guy's still in there when I have plate. I got to fight him back a little bit. He's still in there. But yeah, I went from a young Jackie Gleason to an old Paul Newman.
Come on. You've worked on a lot for over a decade. What's your favorite part?
Being on the Warner Brothers lot, it's not so much about the work I've done here as I'm a movie history buff. I mean, this was the stuff I watched, right? Like when you could watch something, and if it takes you out of your day's worries, or it gives you a little hope, or I grew up a kid in Pittsburgh with no money, and I kept watching TV like, I want to go do that. So I like the history of the Warner Brothers lot. Like the stage that we're filming Bob Hearts on, stage 25, the Rat Pack was there. Sinatra and Sammy and Dean and Harrison Ford filmed in there. And, so Humphrey Bogart filmed part of Casablanca in there. So I like to believe that dust on the floor in there will get on me. You know what I mean? So I love the history of Warner Brothers. I love Every day, I told the cast when we started, they were like, how do you know we're going to get picked up and how do we chase the ring? I go, don't listen to none of that.
Right.
I said, if you pull in that lot and that gate goes up, we're good. If the gate don't go up, it's time to look for a job.
Oh my God.
Otherwise, just worry about your work.
That's
Worry
a good
about your work. Enjoy the fact we're here every day.
Yes.
Everybody wants to do it, so we're lucky enough to be here.
I agree with that completely.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Okay, do you interact with the tour guards?
I do. I have a trailer that's outside my stage. It's bigger than my first apartment. And but we got folding chairs out there, and we're always playing music. And we love when the carts come by. We wave. I yell at them to make sure the tour guide gives them the good tour. And I think it's good to interact. Those people, they bought my house. They put my son in college. I'm gonna say hello.
I'm gonna have to come sit over there with y'all.
We're always out there.
I
We'd
love this
to
type
have
of stuff.
you. We would love to have you.
You may see me gliding through on my
Come
bike,
down.
and I'll stop
Come
by
down.
and say
We're
hi.
always out there. Absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna hold you to it. Now, Clint Eastwood
Yeah.
worked on a lot.
Yes.
You've worked with him?
I did. I did a small part in a movie called Jersey Boys, where I got to be the bowling alley owner who got to throw out the Four Seasons when they were trying to work there. And working with him was just something else. I went over to their casting department and said, I'll do anything. I just want to work with Clint Eastwood. So they said, well, we got a part of a guy who's kind of a jerk and fires these kids. I said, I'm in. So I was nervous the day I went to work with him because he's a legend. And you get to do that. And again, I believe in that old Hollywood dust getting on you.
Yeah.
It carries you forward, you know. And it was great. The interesting thing about him is he doesn't yell action or cut. It gets real quiet and he goes, all right, begin.
Really?
And you do.
Ah!
And then when he's done, he goes, all right, that's enough of that. He's like that. But it was just, I couldn't believe that I actually got to experience that. I mean, I grew up watching those Westerns
Yeah.
and stuff. So it was like, that's, to me, you know, I like the joy of being in this business, you know. And actors always baffle me that go, well, I did that movie, but I don't watch myself. Well, why did you do this? Why are you in this? I'm in this to be a little kid and enjoy it. I did this because I didn't want a straight job.
Right.
That's why I did. That was my whole motivation, you know? So I like to experience the history and the joy of what we do. And if you get to, like I said, take people out of their problems for an hour or two, come on. That's a good thing to be doing.
I love your approach on it. I do. Now, have you ran into his squirrel?
I've heard about the squirrels. I have never seen them. There's 2 or 3, right?
Well, I see one when I go out here on my bike,
Yeah, he
y'all,
has
doing a
squirrels.
break.
She's not
Yeah,
like-
and he was looking at me like I was supposed to feed him. And I was like, oh, this must be Clint Eastwood's squirrel. And I was like, baby, I ain't got no crumbs, but next time I come back, I'm gonna have something for you. So if you see him, tell him I'm looking
I've
for him.
only heard. I haven't seen them yet, but I've heard tale of them. That's
Okay.
it. They're legendary on the lot.
If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe to the Jennifer Hudson Show YouTube channel. Check your local listings or visit jenniferhudsonshow.com to see when you can watch full episodes in your area. And don't forget to sign up for the newsletter.